Hello, boys and girls. Time for another great bedtime story. I really hope you enjoy it. It was a slow afternoon, a quiet day where nothing rushed them. The park was busier than the mother expected. They drove slowly around the park, one loop, then another. No space here, the mother murmured. Are we there yet? The child asked. Almost. Let's find a good spot, the mother replied. Then, finally, a small empty space appeared. The child pointed excitedly. There, right there. And just like that, they had arrived. She stepped out, walked around, and opened his door. Captain, ready to get down? The mother asked. Ready, the child replied. His feet touched the ground, like the day was just beginning. Hand in hand, they walked toward the open green with their picnic basket and a few little things to play. No rush, no plan, just time. As the boy stepped into the park, his eyes lit up instantly. He pointed ahead. Look, the rides. But then he paused. The wide green stretched endlessly before him, and for a moment he was completely still, almost stunned by how alive everything felt. Where do we go first? He asked. The mother smiled softly. Let's see where our legs take us. The boy looked down at his feet and took a small step forward. I think they want the swings, he whispered. And just like that, they were exactly where they wanted to be. She laid out the blanket, placed the basket beside it, and quietly began setting up their little space. But he was already distracted. When everything was ready, she called out to him. She opened her book, while the boy sat nearby, running his fingers through the grass. For a while, they both read together, but not for long. His attention wandered again. This time, it was the ducks by the little lake. He watched them, completely lost in their world. And she kept reading. The boy pulled out his kite from the bag and ran forward, trying to catch the wind. Soon, it lifted, and he smiled, watching it dance in the sky. The mother sat quietly, her eyes following him. But then the string pulled tight. The kite got tangled. He frowned. Oh no, it stuck. She walked over, gently freeing the string. Let's fix it together. And just like that, it was back in the air, higher this time, stronger, freer. He laughed, holding on tight as it soared above him. For a while, nothing else mattered, and then, tired and happy, he lay down on the grass, smiling, still watching his kite float in the sky. Then the boy called out, Mom, come play with me. She smiled and stood up. He tossed the ball toward her, but she missed. He laughed. You missed it. She picked it up and threw it back, but it rolled past him. Now it was her turn to laugh. The boy ran after it, quickly picking it up. They laughed together, over nothing and everything, and after a while, they both lay down on the grass, catching their breath, smiling at the quiet moment. Then the boy lay down on the grass, his eyes drifting up toward the sky. He watched it quietly, as if lost in a thought he couldn't quite explain. After a moment, he turned toward his mother and asked, Why is the sky blue? The mother smiled and lay down beside him, looking up at the same sky. That's a beautiful question, she said softly. She pointed gently upward. See the sunlight up there? It may look plain and white, but it's actually made of many colors mixed together. The boy looked closer. Like a rainbow? She smiled. Exactly, like a hidden rainbow. She paused for a moment, then continued. When this sunlight enters the air around us, it meets tiny little particles, so tiny we can't even see them. The boy blinked, trying to imagine it. And when the light hits these tiny particles, she said, the colors start to scatter, spreading in different directions. But here's the interesting part. The blue color spreads out more than the others. It goes everywhere, all across the sky. The boy's eyes widened slightly. So, when we look up, she continued gently, we're actually seeing that scattered blue light, filling the sky all around us. He stayed quiet, thinking, that's why the sky looks blue. The boy smiled softly, still looking up, as if the sky suddenly made a little more sense. They both lay there, quietly watching the sky. Slowly, the blue began to change, soft shades of orange, hints of pink, and a fading gold. The boy watched in silence, a small smile on his face, and the mother, beside him. No more questions, no more answers, just a quiet moment under a sky that kept changing, yet somehow always felt the same. Maybe the sky isn't just blue. Maybe it's a reminder to look up and pause. Stay curious, because the world is full of stories waiting to be understood. Thanks for watching Curious Why Tales. Don't forget to like, share, and comment.